In all the news, in all the analytical programs, the photo of President Putin, Prime Minister Modi, and President Xi Jinping has gone around the world, causing an incomprehensible anger and indignation among some Western leaders who have called this photo a challenge to a world order based on rules. You know, no one has approved of such an order in our countries. However, Russia-India-China trinity, in addition to our bilateral relations with India and with the People's Republic of China, have existed for a long time. Russia-India bilateral relations have always improved, and this was reflected in the terms used during numerous summits between Moscow and New Delhi. At first, they were called strategic partnership relations, then they were called privileged strategic partnership relations, and then, under the example of Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, in my opinion, the full names that are still in effect, the term privileged strategic partnership has become especially privileged. It seems that it is not possible to add more. Russia-India-China relationship is a strategic interaction, a multilateral partnership. On the other hand, these relations have been going on for decades. Of course, our partnership with India is directly connected with the acquisition of India's independence. We defended the New World Order in battles with the People's Republic of China during the Second World War. On the Indian side, we have a branched network of cooperation mechanisms at the highest level. There is also an Intergovernmental Trade and Economic Commission. There are regular contacts on the line of foreign ministers, on the line of defense ministers. At one time, we even held a 2+2 meeting between the foreign ministers of the two countries and the defense ministers. Then, due to the pandemic, all this somehow fell apart. But the upcoming visit of the President of the Russian Federation to India until the end of the year, and we have annual summits, we are preparing very carefully. And I assure you that both in politics and in the economy, in the social and cultural sphere, and of course in military and military technical interaction, we have a lot of experience and big plans. These plans were clearly confirmed in all spheres during the meeting of Prime Minister Narendra Modi with President Putin in China. But having mentioned the 3+1, I mentioned that this 3+1 has been around for a long time. Evgeny Maximovich Primakov formulated its prospectivity when he was the Minister of Foreign Affairs. I think it was in 1998 that he came up with the idea to form a constant mechanism of RIC, Russia, India, China. Since then, there have been about 20 meetings in this format at the level of foreign ministers. There were also meetings of the Minister of Economy, Trade, Finance, Culture, and then the pandemic. And then there was a conflict, a rise in tensions on the Chinese-Indian border, and we postponed the resumption of meetings in the format of Russia, India, and China. And now, to everyone's satisfaction, the People's Republic of China and India have found ways to overcome the disagreements, the problems that prevented normal dialogue at that stage. Visits are being exchanged, and we feel from our contacts with our Indian and Chinese friends that we can resume this business in the near future. it will benefit everyone. Because it is no coincidence that as soon as three countries, the leaders of three countries, appeared together in a photo, everyone became worried. And in the United States, some so-called analysts openly said that if these three were to become friends, how could we use each of them?
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.